One. Hello, race fans, and welcome to another Race Face Drive-In 5 right here on raceface.tv. Jacob Seelman joined by Matthew Laprade for this episode, who is back after a month in which you did a lot of good things, had a lot of strong runs, two victories since the last time we talked at Auburndale Speedway. And I know for you, this has been really kind of a diverse month for you. You've been in the right foot down truck. You've made an appearance in the Thompson 54 truck, and it just seems like a whole lot of learning and a whole lot of positives have come out of this. How do you evaluate this last month? What are some of the things you feel like you've learned?
Yeah, there's definitely been a lot of great moments in this past month. Started off at Auburndale with the win in the second feature of the night, and then we moved over to Mobile, Alabama, and we struggled there, and we ended up getting taken out of the race on lap 5, and that sucked a lot because we were looking forward to that night because we practiced a lot and we've been training for that a lot. And then we went to Five Flags the weekend after, and we were really strong there. We led almost the whole race besides the last 5 laps, the laps that mattered. And we got it taken away, but we had a really solid night. I was really proud of the team that night. And then we were able to go to Mobile and show them that we're there. We're ready to run with Stephen Davis and everyone. And that was really good because we were up front the whole race. We were up front and we were just competing with everyone. That was good.
I know eh, coming back to Auburndale in this most recent race, it wasn't necessarily dominant all the way through, but it really looked like Saturday night that the truck came to you there in that second half, took the lead not long after halfway. Was that just a case of kind of being patient and letting the race come to you a little bit?
Yeah, it was actually a little different. It felt really weird driving that track again because of how small it is compared to Five Flags and Mobile. But yeah, the truck definitely came to us towards the end of the race and it was really fast. Once we were able to get out front, nobody could catch us, it felt like. And we were able to defend the outside, defend the inside the whole race. And when I had those restarts on the outside, I was spot on with hitting my marks and making sure no one was able to get underneath me.
Were there any nerves late in the race? I know you had a bunch of restarts there in the final 10, 15 laps. Were there any nerves at that point, or knowing that you had the speed in the truck, was the confidence there that as long as you did what you needed to do, that they probably weren't going to be able to get to you?
I was a little nervous at first because we were coming to the white flag and they wrecked. So I was a little nervous at first, but then we did it like 4 times and it was just like I just gotta keep repeating what I did before and it was just continuous until we were able to get some green flag laps and then we were able to finish the race off.
You told me at the start of the year that restarts were one thing that you really wanted to work on this year. What are some of the things you've done, particularly recently, to kind of get yourself better, get yourself more in that mode of being able to master those restarts and really get all you can out of them?
I've definitely been using iRacing a lot to help me with that, simulate how I do that. But then I've just been through so many different coaches in the past month, in the past few months actually, that have helped me. They've taught me different tricks. Even other drivers that are my friends, they taught me different tricks. Everyone that's just helped me has been a lot.
You mentioned, particularly after the most recent race you ran at Mobile a couple of weeks ago, just really appreciating the opportunity to run in the Grant Thompson racing truck and learn from Grant, learn from John. What are some of the things you took away from that experience, and maybe some of the things you were able to kind of pick Grant's brain about because he's been through this a time or two also.
Yeah, like you said, Grant, he's ridden that truck so many times and he's always been fast. And so for him to help me as a driver and he's the driver of that truck, For him to help me, that's really great because he knows what that truck's capable of doing and he knows what I can do.
Are there any specific lessons that come to mind that you take away from being able to work with him?
Definitely Grant, he's been really hard on me, like in a good way, to push myself and keep getting better every time we go on track. And that whole crew is really awesome.
Do you feel like you've been able to, I don't want to say, I guess in a way get more aggressive, but maybe find the limit a little bit more and just drive the truck closer to its full potential maybe than what you were when you started out?
Yes, sir. Just finding that boundary between wrecking and being comfortable.
Absolutely. I know coming up here, you've got a trip to back to Houston Motorsports Park this coming weekend. Gonna get to drive for Kirby Honeycutt now for the second time and his group. I know that's going to be a nice experience. You were able to have a solid run there the first time you went to Houston. What makes that track different than places like Auburndale, Mobile, the places that you've run regularly?
Yeah, that track's definitely a little tricky. I actually find it the most tricky track I've ever raced because just how different the front stretch and the back stretch are. Because you go through one and two and it's flat. There's no banking, it's a long corner, and you go down the back stretch, it's all curved. The straightaway is not straight. And you're constantly turning down the straightaway, and then you go into three and there's a lot of banking. And so that track's just definitely hard, but I'm excited to get back in that car and to go see what I can do now that I've ran so many different trucks over the past 2 months.
Do you feel like being able to work with a bunch of different teams has made you a better driver, through this first part of the season?
Yes, sir, it definitely has because you're just working with so many different coaches and they have so many different tricks, but you can use each one of them and put them together and it works.
You took over. I do want to point this out too, real quick. You took over the point lead in the Pro Truck class at Auburndale with your win this past weekend. I know, there's still a lot of racing left to go this season, but I have to believe the optimism's there that with the way you and Daniel Webster and that whole Right Foot Down team have performed lately, I gotta believe now a championship is at least the goal that you guys are able to look towards.
Yeah, that would definitely be really awesome. And I know we're capable of doing it. I have the truck to do it. It's just, what can I do? What can I do in the truck? And I know I can do it. We just got to keep working at it because I feel like we can just keep racking up wins at that track.
This week being a holiday week too, I'm curious real quick. You guys got any fun plans after you race Houston, maybe for a post 4th of July celebration, or is the travel to Houston and back gonna kind of be one of those where the racetrack is your celebration this time around?
I think we're going to go to the beach Sunday with the
Nice.
family, hang out. Yeah.
That's going to be a lot of fun, I'm sure. We're excited to see how Houston goes for you Saturday night, Matthew. Before we let you go, sponsor shout outs, thank yous. Who do you need to give a call to for all the racing you've been able to do this season?
Like to thank Right Foot Down Motorsports, Daniel Webster, Kirby Honeycutt, Caden Honeycutt Racing, John Vale, Friends of Jacqueline Foundation, Grant and John Thompson, Wade Tractor, and Adrenaline Power Sports.
All right, Matthew. Saturday night, Houston Motorsports Park, your next race. Wishing you the best of luck, and we'll see what happens and what we have to talk about here next time we get you back on the program.
Thank you.
That's Matthew Laprade. I'm Jacob Seelman. This has been another Raceface Drive in 5, and you can catch us every day on raceface.tv for all the latest in the world of motorsports.